Wait, so is HRT essentially just the female equivalent to testosterone?
Yeah, so in a very simplified nutshell, yes. So as women go through perimenopause and menopause, the body is going to the change of obviously not being fertile anymore, not needing to produce and stimulate the egg release from the ovary. Um, but it means that their hormone levels are naturally declining. And a lot of hormones
Hmm.
are linked to other parts of other interactions within the body. So they feel not as well in lots of, so the classical itchy skin, brain fog, hot flushes, all of those things are related to the change in level. And if you want, the aim with HRT is just to normalize someone back up to where they are, where they were,
Mm.
sorry, and just sort of keep everything a bit more stable for them. Just so that they don't get these fluctuations in symptoms. And I think that will come on further as well. I think we will get to a point where we're really able to almost sort of monitor people when they are in stages of active, healthy, and look at their levels when they were in their 20s, when they were in their 30s, so that when they get to a point that things start to go off, we'll be able to precisely tailor it to what they used to have, rather than at the moment we sort of trial
Mm.
and error guess the dosage and the different combinations until sort of looking at symptom relief for people. Really,
Uh,
I'm not a
in
menopause doctor, by the way.
No, no, not at all. In doing HRT, does that help your skin health over time because you're releasing that hormone back into this? Right, so it does. So
It
it's
does.
longevity.
So it helps in terms of holding on to your collagen production, maintaining your collagen production. Because remember that collagen production is linked to estrogen levels. And as it declines, it's going
Right.
to pull down your natural collagen production. And less collagen in the skin means it's just going to be the actual structure of the skin is less good. It's less bouncy. It's less able to hold on to hydration. It's dry. You'll get texture changes on the surface. So yeah, if you do have HRT, it shouldn't be the reason I would stress that people go on HRT
Mm,
just to
mm,
have
hmm.
glowy, nice skin, but it does help support their skin health.
What about taking collagen supplements?
I thought this might come up.
Oh dear.
Everyone's taking collagen supplements, aren't they? It's certainly the supplement du jour at the moment.
Mm.
Um, so do you know what collagen supplements are? What they're made from?
I have a hunch you're going to tell me that they're just not collagen.
No, so they are collagen. So you get marine sauce and you get bovine sauce. The marine sauce is like
Okay.
ground up fish scales.
Oh God. Okay.
Um, and bovine collagen, I think they grind the hooves for that or something. It's not the nicest when you think about it. Um, so do collagen supplements work? I would say the jury is out.
Ah.
There is quite mixed data and mixed evidence as to whether taking collagen supplements helps our skin. I find it really interesting as well when different companies will make claims. Like I've heard them say, oh, well, marine collagen is for your skin, but bovine collagen is for your joints. I mean, if a broken down collagen molecule is a broken down collagen molecule, I don't know how it would have sense to track to the skin or the joints.
Hmm.
I haven't seen any evidence that it sort of would know where to go between the two. So evidence is mixed. Does collagen supplements help your skin? My advice to patients when they say, should I be taking a collagen supplement, is we don't know. It is probably going to do you no harm. So you would need to assess it for yourself. But you need to take it regularly, at least for a couple of months, to decide if you feel it's giving you benefit. And if you feel it is, wonderful, carry on taking it. If you're not sure or you don't think it is, you've wasted a few months worth of money on some collagen supplements that you're probably going to stop taking. Do I take
But
collagen? Yes.
yeah, but I suppose it's so minute the change that you'd see because like if you're only assessing it over 3 months, and then it's like you didn't check yourself the last 3 months when you weren't on collagen. It's like how would you
And how
track
do you
that?
control for everything else staying the same? Because even if you do something over a 3-month period, potentially you're going to say roll from summer to autumn. So even your
Hmm.
sunlight exposure or the amount of exercise outdoors that you're getting is going to change. Have you kept your food intake exactly the same over that time? What about your hydrate? I think it's really hard to control for everything else and go, right, when we do clinical trials, obviously you have to control all other parameters and say this is the only thing that's changing. Um,
Hmm.
and you do that day to day to decide whether it's making any difference for you or not. People often report things not necessarily to do with the skin. I find that they say, "Oh, I find it's really great for my hair. I find my hair grows nicer when I'm taking the collagen, or I find my nails are stronger when I'm on the collagen." So people do sort of report various different things. But yeah, jury's out. And I think what's important as well is sometimes people go, "Well, how does it know? How does it know to get to my skin?" And I think the mechanism of action of ingesting collagen is a little bit more complex than just taking this molecule. It comes in through the intestine and ends up stuck in your skin. That kind of isn't what happens. We ingest the collagen, so that most of the collagens that we take are what we call hydrolyzed collagen. So collagen is a massive molecule. So hydrolyzed just means it's been broken down into smaller bits that can get across the small intestine for absorption. So you take your fragments of collagen, they get across into your bloodstream, and your body notices them, and it goes, I must be injured because there are fragments of collagen in the blood, which stimulates repair, basically, and stimulates the body to sort of upregulate its own collagen production again. So it's sort of a bit more of an indirect theory as to why it helps put your collagen levels back up, because it's making your body do some more of the work that it was slowing down from doing.
Right.
Does that make sense?
I mean, would that change? Yeah, but it does. But would the change be like? I feel like some of these changes, it's, you might spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds over years and years and years and taking pills and pills and pills, and then the change is so small that see, when I have a spot on my face and I can see the spot and I know, I'm like, everyone's looking at my spot, but realistically nobody's actually looking. Nobody cares. It's you that can see it, and it's affecting your own. Are these changes so minute that it doesn't, for the outside person, they're probably not going to notice anyway?
I think it's hard to say, isn't it? Because like we said, we don't have this crystal ball of comparison going, well, what would happen? Like you're saying, years and years of making good choices and slowing aging is harder to sort of quantify and see. We don't have this crystal ball to say, well, what would my skin look like if I wasn't taking the collagen? What would my skin be like now if I wasn't wearing my SPF, if I wasn't having my aesthetic treatments? What would I be at? And we just don't know. So you never get that comparison arm of what if, which I think makes it really hard.
It makes it really hard. It also makes it increasingly dangerous for sharky salesmen.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
How will you
being
know?
a salesman, being a salesman, well, they dine out on that, because you're taking someone's extraordinarily personal information of, I'm nervous about my skin aging, and you're saying, well, I've got a cure. You might not see it for 10 years, but trust me, it's doing something. Yeah, it's just it's a hard one, isn't it? It's a hard one to market. If you guys enjoyed that clip, please do me a huge favor before you go and head over to our Into the Mind podcast official page, where we have the raw, uncut Into the Mind podcast, and hit that subscribe button. And the more subscribers we get, the more incredible guests we can get on the show. I really appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so much. And I'll see you all real soon.